Hey, what's up YouTube? Here with another video, and today here to talk about that Nintendo Direct, kind of, a little bit. Mainly, the big talking point, the price of Nintendo Switch 2 games have gone up from, well, Tears of the Kingdom was the only one that was 70, I'm pretty sure, and it seems like the new standard is going to be 90 for maybe certain physical games, 80 digitally, but it seems like all around the price of digital Switch 2 games are gonna be $80 instead of 70, right? They're raising the price again from 70 to 80, pretty much. This is pretty much a huge deal because obviously it's gonna set a precedent. The last time a game went from 60 to 70, well, immediately after every game went from 60 to 70, right? Regardless of if it was even justified, right? Because the excuse back then was, well, oh, next gen games cost more to make, so we need to sell them for a higher price, right? Now, I get it, right? I'm in agreement with the initial outrage, right? The initial, oh, well, damn, right? I feel like they just raised the price from 60 to 70, and now you're telling me I gotta spend 80, 90 if I want to have the box in my house, because it's just a box. We'll get into that later. That's kind of crazy. That sucks. But for me, that's sort of where it ends, right? I don't feel the need to be upset and, like, you know, this isn't gonna make me pirate Nintendo games. I'm not gonna start calling the company greedy, right? Because they raised the price of the games. Because for me personally, like, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm a shill, but at the end of the day, Nintendo, these game companies, whoever it is that's making these games, like they don't owe me anything, right? Like that's how I feel. Like it's always been a pretty mutually beneficial relationship. Like they make the games, I buy the games. If it's good, I'm happy with the games. I get my money's worth, right? But I'm not in the back of my mind thinking that I'm creating some sort of rapport with this company like, oh, like, well, I'm a fan, like they owe me, like they don't owe me, like if they want to make the game $80, who am I to say otherwise? They made the game. And then besides that, there's also just the simple fact that, like, listen, like I love video games as much as the next guy. Like I have a YouTube channel where I spend time talking about video games. Like you usually don't do that if you don't feel a certain way about video games, right? Like if you're not passionate, right? I would say I'm passionate, right? I care about all this weird, stupid shit. Like, oh, like why is a game good? Why is a game bad? Like all its mechanics, right? I feel like I'm definitely in that top 1 5% of gamers that buys for more than 3 to 4 full price games every year. So if anyone should be upset that the price of the game is gonna go up, it would be me, right? Because it's gonna affect me the most. I'm gonna be the one buying these games for $80 now instead of 70. But like, I see these people upset, and it's like, I don't like. Have you guys not struggled? Like, have you guys ever not like went through any hardship? Like, cause I feel like for most people, it would just be, oh, the price went from 70 to 80. If I can afford it, I can afford it. If I can't, I can't. It is what it is, right? Like that's sort of the underlying theme of all this, at least to me, is it is what it is. They make the game, they want to make the game $80. Who am I to say you can't do that and be upset about it, right? But here's another thing. I'm not upset or talking negatively about people that want to take a stand, right? People that are saying, "Oh, well, speak with your wallets," right? I don't think it's a I don't want to support $80 games, so I won't buy $80 games. That's completely fair. That's completely within your right. I'm more so talking about people that all of a sudden feel vindicated to like pirate Nintendo games. Like, oh, like they raised the price of the game, now it's time to sail the high seas, right? Shit like that. Well, I mean, I don't really agree with that. That's a little scummy. Like, I don't think them making the price higher justifies you doing illegal shit. But okay. But it's just like how, like, there are people that are trying to call anyone who is defending $80 games, saying it doesn't matter, like saying like, oh, like how could you do this, like how could you defend this, like, like how does this not make you angry, like how are you not upset? And it's just like, because they're video games at the end of the day. Now, if you want to call Nintendo greedy because they raised the price of the games, like, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong, right? They're doing it because they want more money. That's greed. They're also a company. They're also a company who makes, in my opinion, some of the greatest video games of all time on an extremely consistent basis, right? Who am I to put value on something like that, on an experience like Mario Kart World, which most likely most people who buy that game day one are going to be playing it for the next 10 years, 8 years, or some shit until they release another Mario Kart. That kind of sounds like $80 of value to me, right? People buy 2K for $70, right? That shit's been the same game for the past 5 years as far as I'm concerned. It's basketball. How much could you update basketball? Except, update the rosters. But people eat that shit up. Like, I don't walk up in the people's cribs and like look around at their house and like point at shit and like, oh, like, how much was that? And then like they tell me and I'm like, wow, that was a waste of money. Because like it's there. I know people that buy expensive clothes, buy expensive jewelry. They buy a nice watch for $150. To me, it's like, well, that's crazy. I can't play with this watch. Why would I spend $150 on a watch? I can spend $150 on 2 brand new video games, right? That's how I'm thinking. But at the end of the day, it's different value for different people. The same shit for me, same shit for you, same shit for Nintendo. If they want to price their games that they made at $80, that's on them. And if I'm a shill, for defending this, then fair enough. And listen, I don't even like Nintendo that much. I own a Switch, but I don't even use it that much. I swear to God, I don't. It just sits here and collect. It's the Smash machine that I don't even use because I haven't played Smash in like 2 years. But at the end of the day, it's undeniable the quality of their games. So if they want to price them at $80, I can't like it. It doesn't not make sense to me. It doesn't not make sense to me. But even if it didn't make sense to me, even if I didn't understand why someone would spend $80 on something like Mario Kart World, it's Nintendo's IP. It's Nintendo's shit. What? Am I crazy? Like, I don't know. Because, I'm looking around. I saw Moist Critical made a video talking about Nintendo is greedy. Brother, you got soap that costs like $80. And, I like Moist Critical. I've been watching Moist Critical since I was in middle school. I fuck with Moist Critical. You got soap that costs $70. Is that not greed? But then, I'm sure if, and Moist Critical defenders, maybe even him himself, oh, well, it's $80 because we're putting the best ingredients for the price per value, and it's really good, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get it. You're right. It's your product. You can price it how you want. It's the same shit. Why are we mad at Nintendo? And then, to top it all off, right? I guarantee you, mark my words, it's April 2nd, 11:42 p.m., 2025, as of the recording of this video right now. I guarantee you, this Switch 2 drops, sold out. This Mario Kart World, fastest selling Mario Kart in years. All these new games sold out. All the accessories sold out. You motherfuckers are capping. Talking about, I'm not supporting this, I'm not supporting that. Somebody gonna have to be when this shit sells out. And it's not gonna be me, surprisingly. It sounds like it will be me. It's not gonna be me. Nothing from the Switch 2 is immediately, I need to buy it right now. If Smash was launching, oh yeah, we're buying it. We're buying it with the $80 GameCube controller, right? But it's not, so I'm good on that. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and be mad at Nintendo or be mad at people for not being mad at Nintendo about them raising the price of the games for $10 because I feel like I get $80 worth out of these games. A lot of the times, not every time, Tears of the Kingdom, but most of the time, like, especially look at the landscape we're in. Most AAA games are so boring, uncreative, uninspired. And that's besides the ones that are actually dog shit bad. Besides the ones that flop. Everything's a Souls-like. Everything's brown. Everything's, everything's like the same. The one shining beacon is Nintendo for like creativity and like some new shit. You know, they still make platformers, 3D platformers, good 3D platformers. You know, Astrobot won Game of the Year because that was a monumental moment because it was a first party PlayStation IP 3D platformer that was as good as a Nintendo game, and it won Game of the Year for that. Nintendo be doing that shit like it's a regular Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not upset for the people that are just saying, hey, I'm not going to support this because I don't agree with it. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But for the people that are just like, so, like, how could you even feel an emotion about the price of a luxury item going up besides, like, annoyance? Like, if you're really angry, if you really feel the need to call out Nintendo and shake your fist in the air and now you're gonna pirate all their games, I'm not gonna lie, you're just a bitch ass nigga. Like, there's kind of no other way to put it. Like, you just are a bitch ass nigga. Like, you just probably cry and complain about everything. Honestly, if you're crying about video games, coming from the guy who does nothing but play video games all day, I'm a fucking loser. I go to work, I come home, I play video games. I go to work, I come home, I talk about video games, and then I upload it to YouTube and get no views. And I'm telling you, y'all are weird. But hey, I really want you to, if anyone's watching this video, let me know in the comments. Am I show? Right? Am I, maybe I'm a bitch ass nigga, right? You get what I'm saying? You know? And listen, I get, like, I don't like Nintendo, right? Like, I don't think there's some, like, even though they make great games, like, they are still, like, a pretty shitty company in the grand scheme of things. Like, yeah, like, they're not that friendly. You know, like, they did send that guy to the Shadow Realm, and they're gonna collect all his money, 60% of his checks for the next 200 years or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, they do shit like that. But at the end of the day, they don't owe me nothing. They don't owe you nothing, you know? I've always gone through life, like, at the end of the day, like, I can be a good person to people. I can give people respect, but at the end of the day, they don't gotta give it back to me. I don't gotta expect shit from nobody. Why would I expect shit from a goddamn game company that's trying to make money? At the end of the day, they want to make money, and they're gonna make that money. And listen, Rockstar, I bet you Rockstar saw this direct. They said, oh shit, we might make GTA 6 120. Fuck it. They're making Mario Kart World $90. Shit, I mean, in GTA, we're gonna have online. It's gonna be an open world. I mean, and y'all will be there day one. Y'all will be, GTA 6 could be 150. It's still gonna be the fastest selling game in history. Mark my words. But that's a video. That's enough yelling at the microphone. If you watch it, I really appreciate it because this is a really bad video. But nevertheless, that's it. And thank you for watching.